Hello, everyone. This is Talking Crime. My name is Shnir, and I'm back with another story. Now, this story happened in Miramar, Florida on December 20th, 2023. Now, a young lady by the name of Jessica Singleton was in a childhood relationship with a guy named Derrick Williams. This story is really sad, you guys. Derrick and Jessica was childhood sweethearts. Now, Dedrick and Jessica wind up moving together and eventually starting their own family. So, in the media, I'm not sure whether they had four kids or three, but they had a family. Now, it was so sad, you guys. This was really sad because two of their children witnessed this brutal murder that happened to their mother. Now, Dedrick, I'm not sure how he got back to the house, but due to him putting his hands on Jessica before and being put out the house, he had a restraining order on him not to go near her or the children. Eventually, he wound up back at the house. No telling if he was coming to get his things or wound up still living there, but he was there. Now, Dedrick took it amongst himself to basically have a weapon. Now, on December 20th, 2023, around 8:30 in the morning, police were called, and they were called because it was stated that Jessica and Dedrick wound up arguing starting that night before all the way into the wee hours of the morning. So they had been arguing almost the whole night and then wound up carrying the argument on the outside. That's how heated it got. Now they also said that Jessica, once they got there around 8:30 in the morning, was laying beside a car in front of their house, deceased already. So she had been shot in the torso, in the back, um, and it was another area she was shot in, but she had been shot several times. The chest. She was shot in the chest. So she had been shot several times and she was laying beside the car, basically bleeding out. They tried to rush her to the hospital, which they got her to Memorial Medical Center, and she was pronounced deceased. Now they had went on a massive manhunt for Dedrick, and they found him in some bushes, and a canine wound up biting him, but they wound up nevertheless finding him. Thank God. They also found a ring camera in the neighborhood where he was running from the scene, and it also recorded one of his children following behind him saying, "Daddy, Daddy." Police officers got there also and questioned the children, and one of them stated that Daddy did it to Mommy and now Mommy's dead. Like the child literally knew his mother or her mother wasn't living anymore. This was so sad. They wound up bringing Dedrick in once they found him, and they questioned him, but he denied even being there at first until they actually show him the video, the ring cam with the son following him, and then he confessed to being there, but still did not confess to the murder. So they wound up bringing him in. And then finally they charged him with murder. And they wind up not giving him like a bond or something. And this was really sad because our children witnessed it. Now, they also said that Jessica Lange's post on social media was basically telling people if something was to happen to her, to make sure whenever they see her children, to remind them that she loved her children, which family and friends had nothing but good things to say about Jessica. They also said that Jessica loved hard, and you can basically tell that because she kept giving Derrick second chance, third chances, fourth chances. This wasn't the first time that the police was called. They had been in other domestic situations, but the final straw was basically the situation where he put his hands on her and she got a restraining order. And then all of a sudden, he wound up back over there. And then on December 20th, took Jessica's life. Now, the grandmother was given custody of the children, but at first they was taken in to like defects or whatever, and then defects determined to get the children to the grandmother. The children were also still at the house. And since it was almost Christmas, police officers and other people in the community wound up getting together and buying the kids Christmas presents, which I thought that was pretty nice of them. Unfortunately, it was too late for Jessica to turn back. She wound up trusting the wrong person, even though they were high school sweethearts. They were childhood sweethearts. They were just sweethearts all around. Eventually, their relationship turned around dramatically, leaving the whole situation sinister. So, unfortunately, Jessica is no longer here. Definitely tragic that her children, two of them, a 4-year old and 1-year old, had to witness her death. And even worse, their father being the one that took their mother's life. I'm pretty sure that these children love both parents to the core. And I'm pretty sure that Jessica deeply loved her children. She kept people smiling. She was a family oriented person. She was loving, devoted. And unfortunately, she lived her life to the fullest, but not full to the extent where she could be still here raising her children. Now, Derrick was 28 and Jessica was 25 years old. Both of them really wasn't experiencing life to their full potential. Unfortunately, Jessica is no longer here and Derrick is sitting in jail. And these beautiful children will be raised by their grandmother with not a parent in sight.
New tragedy in Miramar today. A mother was shot and killed in front of her two young children. Local 10 Sanela Sabovic is live with who police now have in custody. Sanela.
Nicole, this is so senseless, so heartbreaking. Two children, ages 4 and 1, witnessed their mother get shot multiple times in the chest. Police say the person that pulled the trigger is their own father. He is now behind bars. Police with guns drawn, SWAT teams on scene, canines deployed, searching for a suspect following a brutal, fatal shooting. Police arresting 28-year-old Derrick Feliciano Bargman Williams and say that he killed the mother of his 3 children, 25-year-old Jessica Singleton. Shots rang out shortly before 8:30 this morning, rocking this quiet Miramar neighborhood along the 2300 block of DeSoto Drive. According to an arrest form, Bargman Williams allegedly told police that he was arguing with Singleton throughout the night and into the morning. Their altercation became physical and carried over outside. That's when police say Bargman Williams shot Singleton multiple times in front of their 2 small children, both under the age of 5. The arrest form goes on to say that one of the 2 kids found on scene said to officers, quote, "Daddy did it to mommy and mommy is dead." Maria Mendoza saw the children outside following the shooting.
I just saw they took the kids. We saw taking the kids. One of them didn't have no clothes, and that's why I run inside, got some blankets, and took it to where they were going with the cops.
Singleton was rushed to Memorial Regional Hospital, where she sadly died from her injuries.
The kids now, they don't have a father, they don't have a mother, so that's what it hurts more.
Just so sad, and DCF will determine where the children will be placed. They weren't physically harmed when shots rang out, but emotionally we know that is a totally different story. Following the shooting, their father, police say, did take off, was found blocks away. A gun was found in his backpack. He is now facing a murder charge. That is the latest here out of Miramar. Sanela Sabovic, Local.
So you guys, we take this time at the end of this video to pray for the family, friends, and most importantly, her children, especially the ones that will need the resources and the help to basically learn how to cope with seeing this situation happen. We pray for her children, we pray for her grandmother, and we give them strength through this difficult time. Now, this case is still ongoing, and hopefully Jessica get the justice that she deserves. You guys, don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel, Talking Crime. Peace.